What's up everybody, Silver here with another Halo Wars achievement guide. This time we're doing all the skull related achievements. So in the 360 edition there's only 2 achievements for that. Alas Poor Andrew Thomas, which is collect 1 skull, and Graverobber, which is to collect all the skulls. And in the definitive edition there's actually an extra one. There's to collect the first skull, all skulls, and there's also collect 8 skulls, which is called Lovely Bunch of Coconuts. So we're just going to get them all here, so you'll get all the achievements associated with collecting skulls in the 360 edition and also the definitive edition that just came out for Xbox One. So you can get these on any difficulty, and getting skulls in Halo Wars is a little easier than in normal Halos because it actually tells you exactly where the skull is once you get a certain mission objective completed. So for each mission there is an optional objective. For instance, this first mission is kill 100 grunts. Once you kill 100 grunts, the skull will appear on the map, and it actually sends up a signal flare on your mini-map, and it indicates exactly where that skull is. So you just send one of your units over there to pick it up, and you will get that skull. So I guess it's a little harder in that you have to do a certain objective before getting the skull. You can't just go right to it. But it's very easy to actually identify the location of it because the flare goes up on your minimap. So it's easier in that way. This mission in particular could be a little annoying because there's only a finite amount of grunts on the map, and there's actually friendly AI that you're not in control of for part of the mission. So you kind of want to make sure you're killing them quickly when there are friendly AIs that aren't under your control on the screen, killing those grunts. Try to take as many out yourself as you can. And as you can see here on the right side of the screen, it says 100 out of 100 grunts killed, so we've hit that objective. And you can see on the minimap right above that in the top right corner, there is a circle going up and down. That's the flare that's indicating where the skull is on the map. So I sent Forge over here. You could send any unit, and you can see the skull hanging out right there. So have him grab that, hit X to have him grab it, like you would have him to attack or grab supplies or something, and look daddy, skull collected. So that's the first one out of 15. This next one is on the second mission, and you have to kill 20 jackals to get the skull to unlock on this map. And once you kill 20 jackals, they're just scattered throughout the map, so make your way around and you'll eventually kill 20 of them. And it will unlock to the left of the base, so you want to send one of your units back to grab that. On the third mission, it is actually going to spawn exactly where Sergeant Forge and Anders are when you go rescue them inside the Forerunner structure, and it spawns after you kill 45 hunters. So you'll kill a handful of them throughout the entire mission, but at the way end there is a point where a ton of hunters, basically an endless stream of hunters, come at you right when you're about to finish the level. So don't finish the level. Kill the 45 hunters you need to get the skull to spawn, and it's actually going to spawn right where Forge and Anders were when you first came upon them in the level. So send one of your units over there to grab that one. So mission 4, Arcadia City, is the next one, and we need to kill 50 elites. So I'm attacking their base right now, and I've killed the 50th one just there, and we're going to fly down south of that base, and it is going to be right here hanging out by these palm trees, just chilling out, working on its tan. So grab that one, and we'll move on to the 5th. This next one, we need to kill 5 wraiths, and you can see I just did that, and I wasn't even looking at the wraith that I was killing. Just my units were doing their job. It's nice when you're the boss, and you just can count on your guys to just get the job done without you doing anything. So you want to go up this highway. It's kind of an area you might not think to go, but there's actually a highway right here to the right of your base, and you could actually go right up that. It looks like it might be a mountain you can't get up, but you could go up there and follow this all the way to the end, and you will find your skull. This next skull is on the 6th mission, and we need to kill 50 banshees before it spawns, and when it does, it's to the kind of back right of our base. You can see this structure right here, and it's right under the roof there, so you might not see it very easily, but it's hanging out right under there. So send one of your units over there to grab that, and you will get that skull. The next one is on the mission Scarab, and once you kill 10 locusts, you will actually spawn the skull way towards the left of the Scarab itself. So you can see it's right by this power node I just destroyed. It just pops in right there, and collect that, and you will get that skull. So this next one is on Anders' signal, and it's very annoying. You have to kill 750 infection forms. So basically just rescue one of the 2 elephants, and then come back and build your base, and just leave your base there and all your forces there. And all your turrets on your base will eventually kill all the infection forms that are just piling at you. After a long time, you'll eventually get it. The infection forms will just keep coming at your base and dying to your turrets. So we're going to, you can see it kind of went into that black area, the mini-map. The flare went up in that black area where there's no reason to go over here except to get this skull. So I went to that northernmost elephant, rescued that, and then I kind of went down east towards my base, in that weird black area that there's no reason to go here ever, and I found the skull. The next one is on mission 9, the Flood, and this one you have to kill 20 flood stalks, and these are actually something that your units won't actively kill themselves, so they're kind of like these weird bush-like, tree-like growths coming out of the ground, and they are obviously flood. They're flood stalks, so when you kill them, infection forms pop out, but they won't attack you if you just leave them alone. So you need to actively select your units and have them actively attack those flood stalks themselves. Otherwise, they'll just kind of hang out right next to each other and just kind of engage in a blinking contest, and flood bushes do not blink. So once you get 20 of those, the signal flare will pop up directly to the right of your base, kind of the back right, and you actually can't get there with ground units. You need to train at least one aerial unit, and he will fly over here, and you can see I built a Hornet just for this occasion, and he will grab that, and we'll move on to the next one. This next mission is Shield World, and you need to kill 350 swarms. Those are the flying flood. They kind of look like birds, like flying units are wont to do. And so you probably want to build some Wolverines for this map, so you can kill those aerial units. And you can see it spawned to the bottom right of my base, kind of like the last mission. So we'll just make our way over there. And again, like the last mission, you need to have an aerial unit to get to this area where the skull is. So you could fly right over here and grab that. You can see it's hanging out with these flood bulbous thingies, whatever they're called. I forget at the moment. But just grab that, and that is the 10th one. The next mission is Cleansing, and you need to kill 100 Sentinels to get this to spawn. And it will spawn over here, kind of hanging out in the middle of nowhere on the end of the ship. So grab that. You'll probably want some aerial units. You probably already have some aerial units to finish this level off, but just grab that with a Hornet. And make sure you don't end the level early, because we need to kill 100 Sentinels, so just don't clear all the flood off the hull of the ship, and you could prolong this mission indefinitely. This next mission is 12. It's called Repairs, and you want to build a bunch of Wolverines, because you need to take out 12 of these aerial units called Spirits. They are the classic tuning fork-shaped drop ships from earlier Halo games. And similar to the previous missions, you need to have an aerial unit to get up on top of this structure, which is on the opposite side of the core you need to repair, and you also want to make sure you don't repair the core too quickly, because obviously the level will end without you getting the skull. So make sure your Cyclops are not repairing that core. Tell them to take a 5. This next mission is called Beachhead, and you need to kill 10 bomber forms. They're kind of like floating carrier forms. They're just kind of like blobs that are flying in the air. And you can see me kill the 10th one right here. You need to kill 10 of them. And they spawn out of these flood vents, and there's one actually where you start the mission when you're still on foot as Forge and Anders. So you want to go back over there once you have some aerial units and just fly up there and kill these bomber forms that keep spawning in this area where this flood vent is. And that's actually where the skull spawns as well, so very convenient. Grab that, and we'll move on to the second to last one. Here we are on the mission Reactor, where we have to zigzag our way up with the reactor to the end of the level. So we need to take out 20 vampires to get this skull to unlock, and it's actually the third base that you could take. The second base after your initial base, I guess. You can see on my map I have the first base down at the bottom, then the second base, and then up here in the corner of my third base is where the skull will be. Rest assured, it's in shadow right now, but here we go, sending those units over slowly. There we go. So grab that one, you can see it right now. And we will move on to the final one. And we've saved the best for last here. You need to kill 3 Scarabs. Sounds tough, but what's cool about this mission is you actually have all 3 leader powers. You have the Cryo Bomb, you have the Carpet Bomb, and you have the Mac Blast. So that makes it a little more manageable. And again, like I said in the beginning of this video, you could do it on any difficulty. And you can see we just took out that Scarab, that third and final one, and the skull unlocks right here on the mini-map. Using the compass around the mini-map, you can see it's in the northeastern section of the map. And that is the 15th and final skull. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Click like and subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion and on Twitch at SilverScorpion4, and check out our HaloConversationalist podcast, which is on iTunes, Google Play, and here on YouTube, which dives into the Halo lore. And I will see you guys later for more Halo achievements.